Well, it is that time of the year again, and that means it's time for a live mock draft. Oh, yeah, it's draft season, baby. And if you haven't been here yet for a live mock, you're in for a treat. It's been a while, but we are officially back. And let's do our first live mock draft of draft season together. And it's going to be a good one. Excited for this one. As you guys know, this is a collaborative team effort. It's not just me drafting, we're all drafting. So let's get into it all right now. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see it. All right, it's that time. It's time to put our mock drafting hats on. Get your mock mustaches ready. Ooh, I forgot about the mock mustache. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. It's mock mustache time. We got to get ready to go, baby. First of all, shout out the SDS. Drop your SDS in the chat if you're vibing with me. Smash that like button on this video wherever you're watching from. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and our 2 Twitch watchers. Let's go. But let's do some mock drafts, shall we? It's that time. And if you guys are unfamiliar and you aren't like Justin, who's been here, done that before, we do our mock draft as a collaborative group. So we talk about position group, position of need, which we're trying to target. Then we talk about and we whittle it down into prospects that we like. And then there will be times that I will have to make the executive decision. I will have to be the John Lynch in the room. But this is a collaborative effort. So appreciate all the SDS checking in. We got New Zealand checking in. Let's go. Kiwi boys. Love to see it. All right. Hendricks was calling for this. He said, I need the live mock drafts back in my life. I got you. Let's do it. All right. We got our live mock draft. I will be using PFN this time. So let's get into it. I got our picks set up. 7 round. We're doing 7 rounds, baby. 7-round mock draft. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's go. Do I believe Ayuk stays if the 49ers draft Jerry's son? Well, the 49ers are poking around wide receiver at that second, third round value. So, hey, they are doing their homework on wide receivers, whether that's future of moving on from Brandon Ayuk or future of moving on from Deebo Samuel or keeping the gang together. And it could be a potential Juwan Jennings replacement. They are doing their homework, so we shall see how that is all going to work out. So it looks like we got our first trade offer. We got 2 trade offers. Pick 31. Buffalo's like, we want 60, and we'll give you 60, 2025 second and third. No, thank you. Ooh, but this one is intriguing. All right, chat. This is, I think, worth a conversation. So we're in the draft room, right? Ring, ring, pick up the phone. It's the new, it's Robert Kraft on the phone. I don't know the Patriots GM is these days. I don't even know after after Bill Belichick has left. So I don't know who their GM is. So we're going to just say Robert Kraft. What's up, Bobby? He's like, you know what? We really want to move into the first round. We want to get that 5th round option. There might be a quarterback that we're looking at. We will let you drop back to pick 34. We'll give you pick 103 and throw us your final 7th rounder. You know, I'm like, Bobby, that's a pretty darn good trade, Bobby. Bobby, you know what, Bobby? Let's do it. Let's dance, baby. We don't need that first. Hey, 5th round. The 5th-year option. We like to have it, but you know what? Looking at the board, I mean, you can see some of the names still on the board. You know what? Go get your quarterback. We'll pop back into the second, so we won't draft day 1. We'll pop back into the second. We'll have an extra pick at 103. I don't need 7. We don't need 251. We don't even need a counter. We're gonna accept that. Oh, Baltimore wants more action. No, that's too far back. Sorry, Baltimore. We don't want that. No, Buffalo. Sorry, we don't want that. All right. So look, and just like that, Bobby, he goes up. He gets Bo Nix. Okay, they got their quarterback, and they get the 5th-year option at their disposal as well. And guess what? Any player that the 49ers were going to take is still available. So let's talk about it. There are 3 actually really good options for the 49ers. You have Graham Barton, you have Kingsley Suamataia, apologize for butchering his name, and Jordan Morgan. Obviously, I've done a lot of work on Jordan Morgan. I've done some work on Kingsley. I'm having a hard time getting a hold of his tape. That's my only issue with him. And I've done work on Graham Barton. So I have a good working knowledge of all 3 of these offensive linemen. So this is what I would pose to you. Graham Barton can play tackle. However, the reason why he is consistently discussed as a guard or a center is because of his size. His frame does look small on tape. However, the talent is there. You can see that Graham Barton is going to be a quality offensive lineman in the NFL, but it will likely come at guard or center. And with all that being said, the 49ers bring back Feliciano. You got Jake Brendel getting paid. There's no guarantee that he will start. I would say that you might have a better option of either having Kingsley or Jordan Morgan potentially start at right tackle. Well, now Kingsley has much more experience at BYU playing right tackle, whereas Jordan Morgan was a 3-year starter at left, really didn't play all that much at left. So, chat, it's your opportunity to make the call. Would you rather have Graham Barton, Kingsley, or Jordan Morgan? Drop it in the chat. To me, all 3 are good options, but it's a pick your poison type of selection. So, who do you prefer? Drop it in the chat. So far, we got Morgan or Kingsley. We've got Kingsley, Barton, Kingsley, Mike. Shout out Mike. What's good, Mike? He says, don't think either would start week 1. Morgan for me. Like I said, I've obviously done a ton of work on Morgan, and I think he would have the potential of being a day 1 starter. Kingsley, Barton. This is tough. We're getting votes. We're getting some Morgan votes. Kingsley, Morgan, King. Woo, boy, I don't know. This we seem split. In the chat. Ooh, Barton picking up some steam though. All right, so this is this is Barton can play. I feel like the chat is leaning Barton. As I'm seeing more votes come in, I would say that it does feel the chat is leaning Barton. Again, this is your draft. This is the people's draft. So I don't know if I can make a quick poll. Let me double check this. I've never done a poll in stream. That could fix this for us pretty fast. Let's see. Let me end that poll. End poll. Let's do start a new poll. All right, I think we can do this. So I'm going to drop a poll in the chat. This actually should work better. So we're going to do Barton, Morgan. We got 3 options. Morgan and Kingsley. All right. Start poll. All right, the poll is on YouTube. So that is where I will see quickly. Oh, 33. Oh. Barton's in the lead with 40, tied with Morgan. Oh, Barton takes the lead, 41%. Oh, tied with Morgan. Oh, Barton. Morgan tied at 43, 42. Oh, Morgan takes the lead, 43. Oh, okay. The poll's the way to go. Morgan is currently, it's back to being tied. It's back to being tied. Barton at 41%, tied with Morgan, Kingsley at 17. So this seems to be a 2-horse race between Barton and Morgan. So I'm watching the poll in the chat right now on YouTube, if you're wondering what I am talking about. So, all right. I see 45% Jordan Morgan in the lead. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get your votes in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The clock is up. San Francisco, it's time to turn in your pick. The San Francisco 49ers trade back with the New England Patriots. They then will select offensive tackle out of Arizona, Jordan Morgan, at pick 34. Jordan Morgan won with a 46% vote earner. Barton came in at 38%, Kingsley at 15. Okay. There we go. We got another trade. Ooh, Carolina, they want to hop up 2 picks. Throw it. Nah, not worth it. All right, so let's take a look at some of these picks that we have to choose from. We have got, I really like Jalen Polk. I feel like Jalen Polk is getting slept on. Jatavion Sanders is a very high upside tight end. Max Melton, cornerback out of Rutgers, has some intrigue. Xavier Legette, I spoke to him at the Combine. He had a formal with the 49ers. Cedric Gray, Braden Fisk. I mean, we have to start thinking about the holes in the roster. So there are some quality options available. And I think get the names in. I think we'll do it the same way. I'm seeing Fisk, Legette, and Melton so far are the current top 3. So I feel like, and those fit my narrative as well. I think Cedric Gray could be an option at linebacker. Keep that in mind. But if the 49ers had a chance to get Braden Fisk at 63, it would be one of the biggest steals of the draft. I mean, he was a combine standout, but you start to watch him on tape, bro, he's fun to watch on tape. So, and the 49ers, I don't think are set at all at defensive tackle. Like, yes, they were able to get Malik Collins. Yes, they were able to get Jordan Elliott, but I don't think either of those two guys are really strong options that you'll want. I think defensive tackle is going to be something that we see move in the first 3 rounds. So I'm going to throw up 4 options at pick 63. You guys let me know. Vote on the poll. This is the easiest way for us to get this done. Poll is up on YouTube. Start to vote. Early votes are moving. Fisk is the early leader. Leggett. Ooh. Oh, Melton. Melton moves into second place, getting 29% of the votes so far, but Fisk is starting to pull away the Florida State defensive tackle. Again, I mean, you talking about motor. This guy is like he's like the twitched up Justin Smith. Like, he is relentless. He has speed. He is a very, very intriguing prospect. He might not have the greatest measurables, but boy, you put Fisk and Chris Kosurik in the same room together, you're talking about electricity. So currently, as it stands right now, Braden Fisk is taking a commanding lead over Xavier Leggett, Max Melton, and Cedric Gray. He has 56% of the votes. We will be closing the poll and making our pick in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With the second pick for the San Francisco 49ers in the NFL draft, the 49ers select defensive tackle out of Florida State, Braden Fisk. I'm not going to lie. This is looking beautiful so far. Oh, the Chiefs want to trade? Ooh, okay. Do we take this trade? Do we drop back 1 pick? Do we drop back 1 pick to pick up 173, or do we just spite? Do we just spite the Chiefs and say, you know what, Chiefs? We don't care. We don't care. We are not trading with you. We don't like you. You can see this is the board right here on the right. It's kind of shaded out. Someone said Spike Kermit, the quarterback. All right. I mean, this is great value. You move 1 pick and you get 173. Whatever. All right, fine. No, Jets. No. Okay, so the Chiefs go running back. They go with the Notre Dame kid, Audric Estime, I believe is how you say it. And we can see some of the names that go before: Blake Corum, Christian Mahogany. All right. Not too bad. So I think there's still good options. I mean, Jalen McMillan, I think being here, the 49ers, like we said, they're poking around wide receiver. I would absolutely go McMillan here. I don't know if Tez Walker is a great fit for the Niners. He's like a nine ball type of guy. He is pure speed, stretch the field north south. He's very fast, but I don't know if he fits the mold of what the 49ers are looking for. And obviously, we've gone offensive tackle, defensive tackle, and you can see there are some options here. You got Johnny Wilson, Josh Newton at cornerback for TCU, Jermaine Burton at wide receiver. I mean, if you want to double down on defensive tackle, that could be an option. But I would say Mason McCormick too could be a option as well. I know Justin sees this name, sees Thrash. He's ready to go. So see a couple more names. All right, drop the names that you like in the chat, and we will put it up for a poll. So drop the names that you like, and then we will put it up for a vote. I think McMillan deserves definite consideration. I would say, honestly, I would say McKinley Jackson should have some consideration. I've seen someone say Newton. Let's see. Who's Andrew? Oh, right here. Phillips. Okay. I'm not familiar with his game, so I got to take a look at him. So we got 2 cornerbacks. We got 1 wide receiver on the board. Let's see. What other names you guys dropping? All right. I think we got Jalen Wright. If we are Kyle, I would actually like that pick. I'm a fan of Jalen Wright. I think he's good. I think he's good. All right. So I think we got 2. I'm going like this. We got 2 cornerbacks. We got 2 wide receivers. Just drop the poll on YouTube. Go vote. Your options are Washington wide receiver Jalen McMillan. Also, Josh Newton, cornerback at a TCU. Andrew Phillips, cornerback out of Kentucky. And wide receiver Jamari Thrash out of Louisville. Those are your options for the 49ers. 95th overall selection, in which we had a trade back. We were selected to pick 94. We traded 1 spot back with the Chiefs. We picked up, I think, 175 as a result. I would say not bad value there at all. All right, so the poll is up, and Newton is taking a commanding lead so far, getting 39% of the votes. Everyone else is pretty much tied. So your leading vote getter so far is the cornerback, 5'10", 190 pounds, out of TCU. Per the little write-up, it says arguably the best senior prospect in the Big 12 this fall is cornerback Josh Newton, 5'11", 195 pounds, Newton has the physical tools and build to fit in perfectly against modern NFL receivers who are quicker than fast and aren't as dense. His lone weakness is not having top notch speed, but the rest of his game is impressive. Newton shows good patience in both press and off alignments, never panicking, and his drops continuing to mirror until he has to flip his hips and run. He hunts the ball effectively, using his length to swat at passes. Most importantly, he has the necessary change of direction ability to stay in the hip pocket of receivers on difficult whip routes. That's a pretty good scouting report. All right, we're going to lock it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the results say 39% pick Newton. And that is the way the cookie crumbles. So, with the 95th pick overall in the NFL draft, the San Francisco 49ers executed a trade with the Kansas City Chiefs, and they will be selecting cornerback Josh Newton out of TCU. Yeehaw. There we go. And now we are back on the clock because the San Francisco 49ers, we executed a trade with the Patriots that netted us pick 1 of 3. So typically we wouldn't be picking at 103, but because we dropped back a couple spots, we actually dropped out of the first round. And then we get pick 103 in return. So we are back on the clock. Let's see, who should we go with right here? Let's see. Let's see who remains. Cade Stover is available. Jermaine Burton, Mason Smith. If we want to double down on defensive tackles, I talked to Mason Smith. He had a formal meeting with the 49ers at the Combine. Andrew Phillips is still available. Tyrone Hopper is the guy that I've come across watching Darius Robinson at Mizzou, and I actually really like Tyrone Hopper. You're talking about a linebacker. He shoots downhill very well. He's a guy that really stood out to me. Jalen Ford at linebacker is another guy. Mason McCormick could be a good pick right here. If we want to go interior offensive line, this guy, Mason McCormick, I think is going to be a starting center in the NFL. When talking to him at the Combine, he had the opportunity to go to a Power 5 conference. He opted to stay, citing his loyalty to South Dakota State, and finish his season there. But he's a guy that I think could be definitely someone that at this value you draft. He can be a guy that you develop to be the center of the future. And hey, all things considered, who knows how quickly he could pop into that. So let's see some of the names out here. Some of the names that are in the chat. Let's see. I'm seeing McCormick. When do I draft? When do we draft? So our picks are 103, 104. So we got a good amount of picks left. We still got 8 picks left. We still got a lot of stuff to work with here. We still got a lot of stuff to work with. We could absolutely, and that's part of the game, is we could wait. We could wait on McCormick. So we could try to go with someone higher up on the board and maybe go wide receiver. We could go Jermaine Burton if we wanted to. Elite speed threat with easy explosiveness, who effortlessly warps coverage angles. This is a guy that I've heard good things about and that I do want to get into his tape more. I haven't done it just yet. But he's definitely someone that I'm looking for. Oh, is this our Jerry Rice? The Jerry pick? Brendan Rice is right here. Brendan Rice is right here, but that might be a pick for 132 if you really want to wait. If you really want him, that might be a pick to wait on. That might be a pick to wait on. So let's see. We thinking Hopper? Are we thinking Mason Smith? What are we thinking in the chat? Sinnott, I think, is gone. He probably went not too far ahead. We probably could have went Jalen McMillan and still got Josh Newton here. It would have been a shot for us to do that. But Sinnott's going in like the 3rd round in most mocks. Pretty sure he's Theo Johnson could be definitely an option. I would say that this is about around. I'm glad I looked at the chat. Hopefully you should be able to hear me now. All right. Centers wise, Limmer could be an option. Should we go? I think we should go Theo. I'm gonna say I think we should go Theo. Might be a great option to take tight end, and then I think we see who's there at 132. I think we go Theo here, chat, and then we see. And remember, we got 132 and 135, so we've got 3 picks here coming up that I would be down to reach for McCormick as well. So, but I think McCormick could be available. So let's try it. Let's go Theo, and then let's see who we got. Let's see who we got. I'm fine with going Theo. I think we need a tight end too for sure. I think this could be another area where the 49ers draft. Let's go Theo. And then let's see what we got left. All right. So from when we picked Theo, Smith Wade, I've been watching. He's pretty good. All right. So our guy's still there. Our guy's still there. I say we just flip that into McCormick. How we feeling about that, chat? Just flip straight into McCormick. Go get a potential center of the future, a guy that could definitely play both guard and center, and has a lot of upside. I feel like we could do this here, and remember, we have also our pick. Wait, did we just pick at 10? Oh, I forgot. We weren't picking at. All right, let's go. We're going to go McCormick. Then we're back on the clock. Jalen Wright, are you guys down to take a running back? Ray Davis, too? These are two good running backs. Jalen Wright and Ray Davis, I would say, at this value, is pretty darn good. I know a lot of 49er fans are like over the running back selections. But keep this in mind, guys. Elijah Mitchell, I believe, is heading into his final year. So, are the 49ers going to pay Elijah Mitchell? This is one of those picks where you're thinking 1 year ahead. This wouldn't be a pick where you're like, oh, we need him to contribute now. It's we need him to contribute when we let Elijah Mitchell walk. That's what I think needs to be the consideration with picking a running back right here. So, from my understanding, with Elijah Mitchell being his 6th round draft pick, he's going to be a free agent next year. So, and Jordan Mason will also be a free agent next year. So I do think that we could really see a running back. I really do think we could see a running back. So I don't think this is a bad pick. And remember, we got pick at 132, and then we can pick at 35. If you don't want to go running back here, we can wait 2 picks. We can wait. Is this the legacy pick? Are we going Brendan Rice? Is it time? Do we go Brendan Rice here, or do we go Javon Solomon? Get some edge, get some like D Ford speed. I'm a big fan. Justin put me on Javon Solomon. I really like Javon Solomon. He's also my favorite. He's also my favorite interview at the combine. We got Jacob Cowing, another Justin guy. Luke McCaffrey. The legacy picks. Oh, I see the chat. The chat wants Rice Aroni. All right, let's throw it up for a quick vote. I think it's worth it. Let's throw it up for a quick vote. Rice, Solomon. I'll even throw McCaffrey in there. See anyone else worth a shot? Let's do Ray Davis. Oh no, we'll do running back next pick. We'll do running back. We'll do running back at 135 potentially. Dropping it in the chat. This is our legacy pick. This is where legacies are made. Right here. So I dropped the poll in the chat on YouTube. Vote away. We'll make this a quick one, and then we'll turn and pick because we're back on the clock not too long after that. Who? Brandon Rice is taking a commanding lead. I don't even got to do a countdown. This isn't for debate. The people have spoken. It's time. Josh, appreciate the super chat. Says Rice. I could see Jerry coming in as assistant wide receiver coach. He's basically wide receiver coach. He's always there. All right. The chat has spoken. The chat has spoken. I'm ending the poll because you have done it. You have voted Brendan Rice, a future 49er. All right, let's see. Where did he go? There he is. Boom. Brandon, come on down. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I gotta stop doing that. All right. Who we taking here? Are we in agreement on running back or are we punting? I don't know if we're going to be able to get a running back that we really like, at least that I know of at this current time. I don't think either Ray Davis or Jalen Wright are going to last to 173. So I think taking a running back at 135 is actually pretty good value. But I also like Javon Solomon as well. So I'm going to put it up for another. We're going to put it up for another vote here. We're going to put Jalen Wright, running back out of Tennessee, Ray Davis, running back out of Kentucky, and then I'm going to throw in Solomon because I think he's a quality pass rushing specialist that could actually be pretty impactful off the edge. And then I think after this, we start looking at maybe safety. So someone said they like Lloyd. All right, we'll throw in Lloyd since we are looking at running back, and he fits that mold. So we got 3 running backs and edge. Starting poll. The poll is up. Vote. I really like Javon Solomon. Like I said, Justin put me on, and I like what I saw on tape. And then he was even better interview at the combine. It's my favorite interview of the combine. So the options are dropped. I put the poll up in the chat. Ooh, Javon Solomon with a shocking lead. Right now, currently getting 62% of the votes. Second place is Jalen Wright with 46. Ooh, boy. All right, chat. I'm glad I put it up for a vote and just didn't take a running back. All right, just a reminder, our picks so far. We took Jordan Morgan in a trade back. With Braden Fisk fell. We got Josh Newton at 95, Theo Johnson, Mason McCormick, Brendan Rice. Honestly, I don't think we're doing too bad. For being a community mock draft, I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing all right for a community mock draft, guys. Really not bad. All right, I'm closing down the poll. The people have spoken. The people have spoken and said Javon Solomon. And to be honest, I like it. I think I like it. I really like Jalen Wright. I don't love the value as much. If we could get Jalen Wright at 173, home run. But I don't know if I like him over Javon Solomon. So I think that was great teamwork, people. Now we lost out on our running backs. We lost out on our RBs. Let's see where Jalen went. Let's see. Our last pick was here. Jacob Cowing went right after us. Let's see. Luke McCaffrey goes to Buffalo. Luke McCaffrey would actually be a great fit in Buffalo, if we're being honest with ourselves. Joe Milton to Minnesota. Oh, watch out, Sammy. Watch out, Sammy. Where's Jalen? Oh, Jalen Wright went to the Broncos right there. All right. So this is what our setup looks like. We got 173, which we got in a trade, and 176 as well. I believe 173 we had gotten in the trade with the Chiefs. So we got some extra picks to play with. All right. So pick 173. All right. Let's take a look at the picks. All right. Let's take a look at what we've addressed. We've addressed offensive tackle, defensive tackle, huge needs. We addressed cornerback, another huge need. We addressed tight end 2, huge need. Offensive guard / center, and I think with a good one. I think that's a quality pick. We get wide receiver Brendan Rice, and we get a nice edge rusher in Javon Solomon as well. I like it. All right. I would say running back still could be an option. Isaac had a really good combine. He ran really fast. If we still want to try to go running back, or we could go more edge. We could go linebacker with Maurice Liafu. The Cal safety, Patrick McMorris. Let's see who else. We have pretty much free range to go wherever we want. I would take Sione right here. I would take Sione right here. I don't know if I'd really mess around with that right now, honestly. If we're being honest, if Sione became available, I think he ran a 4.48 today at his pro day. I would take Sione right here. I don't think he'll go this far in the real draft, but yeah, I would take him right here. All right. Drop the names that you guys are popping out at you in the chat. We can go wherever we want. We can go linebacker if we want. We can go safety. This might be a good linebacker safety spot. So if we stick on the defensive side and we go linebacker, Eichenberg, Liafu, even Edefuan is an intriguing prospect. I would say that are in our range. And remember, we got pretty much back-to-back picks, so we can get a little crazy here. And then we also have the option to go Sione right here as well. So let's see. Cedric Gray went in like the 3rd round. All right, so let's put it up for a quick vote. I think I see the names that the chat is talking about. Let's see what we're voting about. So Sione, we're gonna do. I see people saying Tyreek Smith. So I'll give Smith an option. The Georgia safety. I've seen Brownlee. And I do think that we'll give Guerendo. I think so you say it. And remember, we're going to be able to pick right after this. All right. Polls up in the chat. So most of the options that we're looking at two safeties in Sione and Smith. Brownlee is a cornerback, and Guerendo is a running back. And remember, if we do like Guerendo, Sione, based on this board, we can get at pick 76. So keep that in mind. So we could theoretically go Sione, and then boom, we can go running back, either one. One of the reasons why I'm not using the PFF mock is because they don't update it fast enough. I don't think they have it updated with all the pick movement, with all the draft picks that got shuffled around for the 40. I don't think that's updated. So it's one of the reasons why I've been using PFN is just because they actually update the board. All right, so the chat has spoken. End poll. Sione wins. I actually like this pick. I've been reaching on him around this spot as well, and then we're back on the clock, and then I think we just go straight to running back. I think this is where we get some more speed. Throw Isaac in this backfield. 6 foot, 220 pounds, broken run. I say we just go straight up Isaac. Boom. No discussion. He was second in voting. Smith gets disqualified because he's a safety, and we're not going to go back-to-back safeties. So let's see what we got. Oh, we got a steal alert. Justin says Jawhar. I hate pronouncing names. I'm so bad at it. My brain and words do not mix well. It's just like whoever made me said, you know what, Brad, words are going to be very challenging for you. I'm like, oh, thanks. But pictures, video, anything visual, that's for you. But words and numbers, no. Nope. It's like, you mean, what if I wanted to be a writer and I wanted to pursue writing? Nope, sorry. Your ADHD will not allow it. Jawhar. Pronounced Jawar. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for saving my life. I'm out here fighting for my life trying to just pronounce people's names. Oh my gosh. All right. Get it together. I mean, honestly, if we're gonna talk about being well-rounded and spreading it out, we're doing a phenomenal job. I mean, we've addressed tackle, defensive tackle, cornerback, tight end, interior O-line, wide receiver, edge, safety, running back. I mean, that's pretty solid for a community mock. Like, that's pretty good. I'm seeing people calling for the two names that I can't pronounce. I'm not pulling that comment up, but that comment's hilarious, Josh. All right, so the chat wants me to select the two names I can't pronounce because I believe they're trolling me at this point. But I'll drop them into the chat. Luafu, I believe, and Edufan Ulofoshio. Oh, you guys did this to me on purpose, huh? Justin saying we could get Jawar in the 7th. Okay. Well, hey, my guy sent a super chat, so we're getting Jordan in the 7th. Let's make that known now. My guy sends a super chat, like that's him buying the pick. So if we can get him in the 7th, where is he? First of all, let's locate him. What position does he play? I don't know who he, oh, right there, running back. Oh, we're going to take the whole Louisville running back room. All right. Shoot, I'm down. DeCamerion Richardson is intriguing. He had a formal meeting with the 49ers at the combine, and he ran super fast. Tip, my boy Tip was fun to watch at the combine. All right, let's go here. These are the names that I saw the most, though. So I'm going to go with 2-on-1. Drop it in the chat. All right. Vote. We got 2 linebackers. We got Washington versus Notre Dame. We've got 2 names that I can't pronounce battling it out at each other. (6'2", 234, 6 foot 236. Ooh, but that RAS score 9.66. It's not bad. All right, it's becoming clear in the poll. Ooh, I don't know. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Going once, going twice. The poll has ended. And we are going to be going with Edefuan Ulofoshio. All right, but this is our last pick because we traded away 251 in one of our moves. We're going to go the entire, we're going to take we're going to go Jordan. We're going to go the entire Louisville running back room. You tell me, Justin. You bought the pick, so Justin is on the clock. No one else. You wanna buy a pick in the community draft? You can do it. Justin just did. So Justin, you are on the clock with the San Francisco 49ers final pick in the draft. Let's just do a quick look around. Who's out there? Ania Smith being here at 225 is low-key value. Tip Ryman being here at 228 is low-key value. At least from, again, I still have a lot of homework I need to do on a lot of these later picks. Darius is fun to watch on tape. This dude flies around at linebacker. Gabriel Murphy, I watched. He has some upside at edge. Frank Crum is a funny looking dude, but he's a big, fast moving tackle. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, the man has spoken. And I agree. This is honest. I don't know the running back. But watching Tip on the sled, I was like, oh wow. Every tight end struggled with that sled except Tip. Every tight end struggled except Tip. Tip just like, nope, I'm gonna move this thing solid 6 yards. It's like, all right. So I'm for it. I'm for it. And I'm for the 2 tight ends as well. Let these guys compete. All right. The man has spoken. And I agree. I like the pick. Just the tip, just to see how it feels. And we have our first SDS mock draft of the 2024 draft season. I'm going to take a picture of it because I think we did a good job. We got to frame that. I don't know. Let's react now. Let's react. How do we do? How do we feel? Because I know there's been mock drafts where we've gotten done with them in past years and we've been like, wow, this is terrible. We've gotten done with some mocks in the past as a group and been like, what were we on? What were we thinking? I don't think this is bad. Let's go through Jordan Morgan at 34. Remember, we traded back. So we traded out of the first and we were able to get a pick 103. Remember, we lost our 4th round pick got moved to the back, right? And then we lost next year's 5th for the clerical error. So we traded back out of the first with the Patriots. We took Jordan Morgan, and then that got us pick 103. We then found Braden Fisk sitting in our lap at pick 63, which I think is a phenomenal pick in both need and just need, value, and skill. Like he would check all the boxes at pick 63. Then you get Josh Newton, cornerback at 95. And then with the pick that we get from the Patriots, we turn that into Theo Johnson. And then Mason McCormick at 124. We waited, remember? We waited on McCormick. And then we get great value on a guy who can be the future starting center of the 49ers. Then we land our we got to get one legacy pick in, right? One legacy pick in. We get Brendan Rice at a USC. Then Javon Solomon getting some speed, pure, unadulterated pass rushing savant off the edge. Javon Solomon. Okay. I'm loving that. Whoa. Oh, this mock's got me hyped. And then we take Sione Vaki at 173, which was part of another trade that we did. And that is a phenomenal value. And then we get Isaac Guerendo out of Louisville, 176. Edefuan out of Washington to play linebacker and special teams. And then we end it with Tip Ryman. Dog, I think we cooked, chat. I think we cooked. How grade our mock in the chat. Since it's not a PFF one and they don't give us those silly mock draft grades, how would we grade this? How would we grade this, chat? I think we did good. I mean, considering, okay, good idea. This is the first show I've ever utilized polls. Grade the mock draft. B plus. I don't know if it was I think this is around the realm that we did. I think right around here is where we're floating. I think A minus to B minus is like our range. And then somewhere within there. Tony says if we could really get Brandon Fisk in the second, it could be an A plus. Honestly, I think it could. I have it kind of around like an A minus B plus. I've enjoyed it. I have. I can see not everyone has enjoyed it. Joey says C. Boxing fan says C. So it's not for everyone. Charles says not the smart picks. So he's saying too many popularity picks. I mean, I think that's to be somewhat expected in a community mock. But also what is to be expected is mock drafts to be polarizing. I'm not sure I've ever seen a mock draft that was unanimously agreed upon by a fan base or a group of people. I'm just not sure I've seen it. So honestly, I thought it was pretty good. What would I change? I don't know. I think it actually fell pretty reasonably, to be honest. I've been doing mocks for about 2-3 weeks now, and I swear I would be lying to you if I said I didn't do a mock that looked just like this. I could probably even pull up a mock that I did recently that looks almost identical to this. I mean, it's not. I mean, all right. Look, okay. So you see the mock that we just cooked up. I did this one yesterday. Let's see if we can focus in on it. It's Jordan Morgan with a trade back to 33. Fisk at 63. I went DJ James instead of Newton. I got pick 101. I took Austin Booker, the edge from Kansas. I took McCormick at 124. I took Jalen Wright at 132. I took Jalen Ford, linebacker out of Texas, at 135. Sione at 1 Tip Ryman. Like, it's really freaking similar. So I think we're all kind of on the same page here. Like, you can see I did this yesterday. So I think I wouldn't on I wouldn't change that much. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. That was pretty similar to what I just did. So not bad. Not bad. I thought we did a good job. Good job, chat. Good job. I think we did. I think this was for this being uh mock draft 1.0 for us. I think this is pretty damn solid. Cuz like I said, this isn't the first time we've done a community mock. We've had some mock drafts that have been awful. Absolutely awful. I need to do my homework on Jamari. I need to do my homework. I haven't watched him yet. I need to do my homework. But Justin says you got to look at Jamari Thrash's comps on Buzz. If you haven't yet, Brad, I can look it up right now. I got that. This is like my new favorite draft. This is my new favorite draft site right now. So they got him comped to. They got him comped to Jaden Reed, John Mechie, Tylan Wallace. Ooh, the Jaden Reed comp, 92% comp. And he played in 48 games, over 2,254 snaps. Not bad. Not bad. 63 receptions last year, 858 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Not bad. Not bad. I actually don't see Morgan as a guard, to be honest. I don't see it. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the reasons why people are putting him at guard is because of his arm length. I don't see him as a guard. I don't think he looks like a guard to me. I feel like I've been really on point with the tackles that should be guards and the tackles that should be tackles. I feel like that is a strong suit of my evaluation. I don't know if I see it. I don't know if I see it. I feel like I could see it because if he truly struggles with inside counter moves, which is where I could kind of see he might have some problems. If he really struggles with the inside counter moves, then they may have to kick him into guard. But as long as he can maintain his base and his feet and he keeps moving, I think he can shed a little bit of weight, to be honest. I think he could lean out. If he was to lean out and get a little bit quicker, I think he would be right. He would be perfect. And he's still kind of young. So I think I think his body can still develop. So I see more of a tackle for sure than a guard, but I've definitely seen how people think he can play guard. So we'll see. I still got plenty of tape to do. Like I can't find tape on Kingsley. The only tape I've been able to watch is him at right tackle, and he got hurt in that game. So I only played a couple snaps. Like I can't find Kingsley tape. That's been one of the more frustrating things. I'm trying to find Kingsley tape. I can't get enough Kingsley tape. To be honest, I'm personally less concerned about the arm thing. I really am not that concerned about his arm length. But I also believe I'm an outlier in that regard, as I tend to not care about those things as much, as long as you can prove on tape that you can get it done. And when I watch how he gets it done, I really don't think arm length is too much of an issue for him, because he likes to keep the guys close. So, and the only reason why I would see him needing to have arm length is when he goes to grab outside the shoulder pads. But from what I've seen, he's got a really good ability to slap and snatch those outside shoulder pads without reaching or holding. So I don't know. I don't know if I really see it as that much of an issue. I know it's a hot button topic. But I'll be honest with you guys. I've never once scouted an offensive lineman since I've been doing this since 2011 and just been, oh, he has short arms. I don't care. Like, I've talked about it before. Like, I don't care how big you are. I don't care how small you are. You can either play or you can't. I don't care. Obviously, you have to care at a certain level, because I've talked about that mistake that I made with West coming out of ASU, is because when I saw him in person, I realized how small he was. I didn't see that on tape. He looked bigger on tape, but seeing him in person, I was like, oh, that you actually look small to the point where that looks like it's going to be a problem. And I think that's ultimately what happened. So it's not like I can discredit it. I've had real world experience where I've seen someone like, you're smaller than I was anticipating, and that does appear like it could be an issue. But to be honest, I haven't seen anything that has really stood out to me where I'm like, oh, his arms are too short, he can't play in the NFL. I think there's workarounds with all of it. We should get some O-line competition, best starts. I think if you're taking an offensive lineman in the first round or close to the first round, that's kind of what you're saying. You're saying that it's open competition time. This guy that we're drafting has an opportunity to start, and it's going to be up to guys like Colton, Feliciano, Brendel, even Banks. Like, you got to hold down your job. I think the 49ers need a little bit more consistency out of that group. I think they have the ability to get it done. They just need to be more consistent, and that's where they struggled. So if you're taking a guy that early, then he better be a guy that can compete and potentially win. So we'll see how it goes. But shout out to everyone. I appreciate everyone hopping in for our first live mock draft. Smash that like button on the video. I'd really even comment on the video after it's done. You guys already know that stuff all helps. So appreciate everyone. Y'all are the best. Grab your cookies if you stayed for the whole mock. I appreciate all of you. Shout out to SDS. Hopefully that was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being able to do our first community mock. That was pretty cool. So appreciate everyone who participated. Shout out to Justin. I think Justin, you're our first guy to buy a pick, and you did a good job. So shout out to everyone. Appreciate all you guys. I'm out of here for now. Peace. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to